Know when your fittings are causing you a problem. For guys who are experienced, this may not be a problem, but if you don't know this problem can happen, it'll throw you for a little issue. You notice I have two low side fittings, one on the high and the low hose. That was just for testing purposes. So what we have going on here is a recovery, and I will switch it back. Well, first I'll let you know here's a good one. So we're going to go through the hose and go down to the recovery machine. So let's do a recovery. So you see it's stabling around 13 or so, and it's pulling just through the one hose. So let's shut it off. It's still at 12. Now we're going to come back here. And go back here. And I've swapped around the heads too. These are self-sealing heads, and I swapped those around so it wasn't within the head. These also can cause you a restriction and stop working, and they leak a lot. So now let's try it again from the other one. Right into a vacuum immediately. So it's the actual fitting itself is no longer depressing the valve. No action is going on inside here. So it goes immediately into the vacuum, and you can see I have the high side open. Another thing that could do that, inside your valves, where there's a little piston in here and it has a Teflon or a nylon seat that goes in and seats in, it can actually, under a vacuum, the Teflon seat that's held in by the brass piston can actually pop out from the middle and suck and seal and actually keep it closed. Even though you back the valve out, the Teflon or nylon bushing inside there will stay seated, and you back it all the way out and you wonder why you can't flow refrigerant or refrigerant won't push through. It's because the separation of your sealing gasket from inside the piston has mechanically let loose and stayed seated. That's another one that caused this exact same symptom. So that's just a quick one. It could cause you to diagnose this problem too, because imagine if you had a vacuum in this hose or low pressure, or it was just barely seating, you can actually get a negative vacuum holding on one side, but yet you have 100 and something over there, well, what you would think was wrong. Or you would have one which just bleeds by a little bit and you get like 3-4 psi. So watch out for your fittings.